Why are import and export price index methods so different? Imagine trying to compare the prices of goods bought from abroad with those sold to other countries. It might seem simple, but the way we measure these prices can be quite different. That's because import and export price indexes are built to answer different questions. They track different parts of international trade and face unique challenges along the way. An import price index looks at how much the prices of goods and services bought from foreign suppliers change over time. It helps us see how much inflation is coming into a country through imports. On the other hand, an export price index measures how the prices of goods and services sold abroad change. It shows how competitive a country's products are in global markets. These indexes are both important, but they are designed differently because they focus on different sides of trade. Collecting data for these indexes is not the same either. Import prices involve many types of goods, from raw materials to finished products, often with complex supply chains. Tracking these prices can be tricky because of customs duties, tariffs, and shipping costs that vary over time. Export prices tend to be easier to follow because they usually start from domestic producers who sell directly to foreign buyers. The range of products for exports is often narrower, making it simpler to track their prices accurately. Another key difference is how they handle product quality and specifications. When comparing prices, it's important to compare similar products. If a product improves or changes in quality, the price change might not reflect true inflation. Import indexes need to adjust for shipping costs, tariffs, and taxes, which can fluctuate a lot. Export indexes focus more on the price the producer receives, often excluding these extra costs. Both indexes often use a similar method called the Lasper's formula, which weights price changes based on how important each item was in a base period. But the basket of goods for each index can be very different. Import indexes tend to include a wide variety of products reflecting what a country buys from abroad. Export indexes usually focus on key industries where the country has a competitive advantage. These indexes are used in many ways. They help adjust trade figures for inflation, giving a clearer picture of real growth or decline. If export prices go up but the volume of exports stays the same, the actual value of exports might not have increased much. The same applies to imports. Policymakers and central banks watch these indexes to spot inflation pressures from global markets and to make decisions about interest rates or trade policies. The reason these methods are so different comes down to the questions they answer. Import price indexes show how much foreign inflation is affecting domestic prices. Export price indexes reveal how well a country's goods are doing in international markets. The data available, the types of products, and the need to adjust for quality and extra costs all shape how these indexes are built. From an inflation perspective, it's important to see both indexes as separate tools. They each tell a different part of the story about how global price changes influence a country's economy. Understanding both helps us see the full picture of how international trade impacts domestic prices and overall economic health.